Have a look at this. Oh, bloody hell. But, there we go. Welcome to Australia. G'day folks, I'm the Coffee Bush Kid. Today, we're out on the edge of a farm. There's been a lot of goings on, there's some rubbish migrating down the edge. Yeah, I've done a recce out here. I got a Eddie 7 halfpenny and a suspender buckle on that, so there's enough potential here to pique my interest, and let's find out what's there. I had been out with the LD28, but we are coming back out with the LD21, the little 8x5.5. I know there's a lot of stuff here, so we're going to try and get in amongst it all. There should be some good, interesting stuff here. Who knows what age it will be. So, enough yabba from me. Let's get out there. Oh, first signal. An unusual bit of press work. Look at the detail in that. That's pretty amazing. It might have had a pin behind it or a shank. Could have been some fancy epaulette type thing. Adornment. But yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's a good first find. As I said, I don't know what it's off or what it was for, but an adornment of some description nonetheless. Beautiful press work. That's just glorious. Anyway, we will keep going, see what else we can find. Now I am working with my headphones, but you might be able to hear this. It was in the 80s, well, 80, 81. When I dug into it, when I first found it. But, there we go. I'll take that. Is it a roo? We don't know. I'll tell you what, but we will clean it up and we'll find out what we do have. Back with you in a tick. Alright. 1907. Oops. 1 penny. So that is, yep, 87. Now actually this coin is in fairly good nick. A little bit of cancer coming on, but as far as the outline and detail goes, it's not bad. So yeah, I found one of his half pennies, just a bit lower actually. So now we've got a penny. So yeah, very happy with that. As I said, I'm working with the headphones on. We've got a few neighbours close by. I just don't really want to disturb them on a weekend. But yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's a very good find. First coin of the day, second target. Thank you very much. Let's keep going. This was a nice little signal swinging both ways. But yeah, that's what we got. So it's a nice little draw pull, so copper alloy, more than likely brass, but it had the iron screw or bolt at the end of it. So it was going both ways on the ferro check, but there was a lot more non-ferrous than ferrous. So it tweaks your interest. And that was 47 up to sort of 51. Dug it to find out. And that's what we got. So, you know, realistically, that's a win. The ferrocheck was doing its thing. As we say, if it's right over on the non-ferrous side, dig it. If it swings between the two of them, dig it. You can get something like this. It's an interesting little thing. Yep, happy with that. We'll keep going. Just out of there. Beautiful little 61 was. Yep, there we go. Our first double ring edge. This is the Gothic-y style writing one. They're a good decent button. Yep, nothing wrong with that. So there you go, your first button for the day. Aren't you lucky? Well, a 41 in amongst a lot of plip-plop. Ho, 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 ho. You are here for the extraction. Yep, fiddleback, thank you very much. Nothing wrong with one of those. Now then, can't tell. Next thing to look at, what's our, do we have any maker's marks? Oh yes we do. Might be just one of those WP jobs again. Let's have, oh, actually that's come up a little bit more silvery. I think it's just silver plate. I will have a clean up of this. Back in a tick. Alright. Nothing on the front. And it's, yeah, it's not silver. It might have been silver plate at the time. You can see it's copper. But still, always like those designs. Now we can see by the soil, there's been a lot of burnt stuff dumped here. So this potentially went out when it shouldn't have. Anyway, cool little find. Nice little bit of humanality. We'll keep going. Very, very insistent signal. And there it is. A casting of some ilk. Got no idea what it was attached to. But you know, the holes are drilled out of alignment. That'd annoy me. But yeah, she's broken off. Yeah, who knows what it was attached to. Cool little find though. I reckon I know someone that'll put that to good use. You know, we'll keep going. You never know what's going to come out the ground, do you? Anyway, off we go. Detecting away, looking at the ground as you do. You know, there's glass, there's crockery, there's all sorts of stuff. And then you spot something else. Something much like that. So that is a very, very cool blue swirly marble. Really like that. But as I spotted that, I went, oh, you know, this is great. I'll, you know, I'll put the detector down and, you know, we'll come and we'll get it. And as I'm standing here looking at this, I'm looking around. Well, do you know what? I reckon we'll pick that one up as well. How bloody cool's that? Now I don't know whether that's stuff or whether that's actually in the marble. 2 marbles. I'm getting bloody wiser as I come along. This detecting hobby's great. I might try and have a bit of a clean up of those and we'll come back. Well, there we go. How cool's that? 2 cool marbles. It's got a little bit of a flat spot there and I reckon you can see the joint line that it was cast in, which makes me think it might be a marble out of a cod bottle. But this one, yeah, definite marble. That's a beautiful thing, that. Yeah, very happy with those. A bloody ripper. Well, I did just find one of these. Cue the music. Hello, Mr. Armstrong. So I got that. You show. Yeah, no worries. I've got a signal beside it. And I pulled out this thing. Don't know what it is. Gave a signal in the 40s. Interesting little piece, but that's about all it is. But where I'm leading to Is it? Yeah, okay, we've got those 2 bits. And I stuck my spade into the ground. And then I looked where I stuck my spade. Is this an Iona? Yep, it is. Awesome. I like these little bottles. Iona, Crown. What is it? Chemical Co. Melbourne. There you go. We've got these now little lights hanging around the fire. Little fairy lights in there. That one's in good nick. It's a nice little bottle and it's a cork top. Oh, well now, I wonder what fate is going to befall this one. Well, it looks like it could be one of those days when the cutlery drawer fills up fairly quickly. Now that one, he's seen better times. Yeah, rightio. Oh, we got something written here. What have we got? Oh, I can't. Uraba? Druba? I don't know. But it's not silver. And no, can't tell you whose it is. It's a good solid spoon. Someone's, I reckon, bent that specifically for a purpose. Yeah. Another teaspoon to the collection. There we go. Just behind where I'm crouched, I got one of these. Yep, okay, no worries. Was round, gave a good signal. Okay, not a problem. Got another signal. I got another one. Oh yeah. But, how cool. These are, oh look, I don't know. I want to say mason jar lids. They're lids and they had these glass inserts for stoppery parts, if that makes sense, for preserving. Also did find a button too. But yeah, I think these are milk glassy type things. But that's a fairly cool find. Don't often find them together. Don't often find these separately, intact. So that's a nice little find. I'm very happy with that one. But it's marvellous what you can get. Just, you know, have a look at this. You know, there's glass. There's all sorts. Just on a bit of a dumpy mound here. You know, just enough to. Oh look, there's some crockery in there. Just enough to be tantalising. And there's lots of signals in the ground. This sort of stuff comes out. So yeah, you while away the hours here quite nicely. You know, we'll keep going. A beautiful little 63. Yep, just brought that into the daylight with the end of the pinpointer. Yep, nice little thimble that. It's a nice one, good size. Nearly fit my finger, I reckon. But, you know, you go to pop them out to make them a bit better and they'll snap and break and carry on, which is unfortunate. But yeah, whoop, where did that go? There it is. But yeah, little thimble, always a cool find. Always a cool find. Yep, nothing wrong with that. Nice little piece of humanality right there. We'll keep going. Well, I've just pulled this, excuse me, out of the ground. I've not wiped the dirt off it. So this is how it is. And you go, yeah. And that's exactly the part where I'm up to. Yeah. So I thought we would brush the dirt off it together, so that if anyone at any point knows what it is and you want to yell out, by all means do so. Okay. Yep. All right. Something that's adjustable, because we've got a bit of a cog there. Does it go along at some sort of pivoty point there? It is broken there, broken there. Looks like potentially there was a spring here. Yep. Have no idea what that is. If you know, let us know. Yeah, lots of coggy bits in there. Was it part of a clock? Who knows? But it's an interesting little find, you know. You take up the hobby of metal detecting and you can find little bits of interestingness like this. Yeah, it'll give you something to do on a rainy day. Try and look up what the hell it is you found. It's still pretty cool though. Yeah, non-ferrous, with a little bit of ferrous in there by the looks. Good signal, we found it, there it is. The mystery deepens. Awesome. A 52. Now, is it a wedding band? Is it an olive? It won't be gold. Is it just the top out of a bottle? No. Nah. That's hollow following it. Yeah, okay, false alarm. Oh, come here, you. Just trying to knock there we go, the dirt out. Yep, no, that's not a ring. Oh, it's a ring, but it's not a finger ring. Oh, it's a bugger. I thought I had something really good there for a tick. But not to worry. Cool little find. We found it, non-ferrous, in amongst a whole lot of iron and plip-plop. So, yeah, that's a win. We'll take it. Off we go. Good signal, but unfortunately, it just shows how brittle brass gets in the ground. So that was a, turn it around, a matchbox holder. In the days when you used to have protective coverings around your matches. Now sometimes they had stuff written on them. Oh, actually, I didn't reckon I could see anything on that. And then I reckoned I could. There is something, there's an E. But yeah, most of the time they had, you know, I've had them with from Rober T. Oh no, this has, it does have something written on it. I thought I'd cleaned it well enough. I'll be back to you in a tick. Well, there you go, with a bit more polishing. You see, I told you about Rober T. So, there is no match to Rober T. There you go. So that was for your tea leaves. And this was your match holder. So, yeah, it was like a little book, if you like. A little brass book that used to go around the cover of your matches. Stop them crushing and that. Yeah, it's a cool little find. Just a shame it's in a couple of pieces, but that's the nature of brass in ground. Anyway, we'll keep going. That's pretty cool. Well, it was a very good 80s signal. That's as far as I've got. I'd half reckon that's a bell. And lower down the hill, I actually found part of something that I thought was a bell. Have a bloody look at that thing. That's one hell of a bell. So yeah, that yeah, she no ring now, but that would have been a stonker. Oh yeah, there it is up against the old stealth spade. So about 3 inches in diameter. Yeah, that's very cool. Bit useless, but very cool. Shame it's all broken. But yeah, thumping signal, you're always going to dig it. Anyway, we'll keep going. Bell, a couple of curtain rings, and then I get that as a signal. So it just came out of there. I've not touched it yet, just about to. But I'm going to tell you, that's a cigarette case. So, I think without any further ado, we will give this a bit of a clean and a brush up, see what the outside looks like, see what we come up with. Well, I've cleaned it up on the outside. There was nothing on it. But the amazing thing is that the spring mechanism still works. And I opened it up. And no, there weren't any sovereigns in it. There weren't any cigarettes left in it. But yeah, it's a pretty amazing find. There we go. Yeah, pretty cool find. And that was all the dust and stuff that came out of it. But yeah, unfortunately, you know, it's a coppery one, would have been silver plated. No great marks on it. But still, nonetheless, very cool find. See if we can find something else before day's end, hey? Well, you know, I haven't moved very far. I'm just getting all these 80 signals. That's the back off a pocket watch. I can't see any marks, so it may just be silver plated. But I reckon a dip in electrolysis will let us know, but it's still got some nice fancy. That's what I would have expected to see on the back of that cigarette case, or on the front of it. I know these are always nice when they turn up, but I'm not quite sure whether this is silver. Anyway, still a good find, and we'll keep looking. One hole, amazing. That's the top off a razor. That was our signal. But we got a Bovril bottle, so it's bovine drinky stuff like Bonox. I think it's the English equivalent. And then I got another marble. I think this is a clay one. I know someone's told me about what they were used for, these particular ones, but I've forgotten. But yeah, another, we'll call it another marble. I must be getting smarter, or at least these will replace the ones that I've lost. Yeah, we'll keep going. A nice mid-40s target. Oh yeah. How cute's that? Beautiful little oil lamp. Oh, we've almost got something written on the advancer. Beautiful. Yep. We'll clean up that and see who made it. It's always cool to find. Anyway, back within a sick. Sick, a minute, a tick, you know what I mean. And we're back. Now, what have we got there? English made, 1/2 inch wick. Yep. I've never seen one like that before, but that's pretty cool. You know who made it? You know what size the wick is? Doesn't get much better than that. That's cool. Day's nearly at an end. We'll see what we can get in the closing of it. Awesome. I'll get you one for a last live dig last hole banger. Have a look at this. Not moving. 91 all day long, non-ferrous. What is it going to be? It's not roundish like I thought it was going to be. Oh, bloody hell. If you ever thought you might have wanted to find a buckle, oh, bloody lay your eyes on this bastard. That, oh, still got its little bit of tongue there. That'll give us some cheek. How's that for a buckle? That is a stonker. Oh yeah, that's not breaking anytime soon. That's a bloody ripper. Good solid signal. You could see that we were never going to leave that in the ground. That's a ripper. Probably a piece of horse harnessy, tack, buckle, whatever other describey words you want. But yeah, that's a ripper. That's an absolute ball terror, that one. Anyway, enough admiring. Let's see if there's just something else for us out there. Still, that was a bloody good find. That's a ripper. Well, you can see I'm in amongst tin and stuff. And out of there, oh yeah, we got that. I've already cleaned it up. That is another Eddie 7. Little halfpenny. What year? Glad you asked. 1910. That is the last year of his reign. I wonder if he knew how close to death he was. But as with all of us, every breath we take is another breath closer. Something to ponder on. Yeah, 1910. Not the best of shapes, but regardless, it is still a coin. I reckon we'll take that one. Alrighty folks, there we go. End of the day. Wasn't a bad one. Certainly enough stuff in the ground to keep us busy, and I didn't even get to where I wanted to go. Pretty much a coin to start us off, pretty much a coin to end us off. Book ended. Coin ended, whatever you want to say. We found some interesting bits and pieces, you know, a bit of press work, coins, marbles. I'm not losing them all, I have found some. We found lamp bits, most illuminating. Yeah, it was just a really good day. Thumping great bell, shame that was broken. Oh, and the cigarette tin as well, holder. No, we got some really good stuff. Not worth anything. Great day out though. Glad you all came out with me. Though some of you did push a little bit too heavy on my shoulders at times, but you know, I know the excitement, so that's okay. We drop one of these videos at 6:30 on a Saturday night our time. So come on over and like, share and subscribe. Do all the things to make a channel grow. We have memberships. Thank you very much to those who have taken them up. The ranks are growing and we are very, very thankful. We've got stuff in our e-store that you might be interested in. So wander over, have a look at that. We also have affiliate links in the descriptions below, much like Detector Warehouse in the US. Now, I know a few of you have taken that opportunity up to save a few bucks, so thank you. And I suppose at that, keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. I'll catch you next time. Hey.